Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Poplar Report. We're going to be covering a number of different items, including the Cisco Market Corner Report. They're going to tell us kind of what's going on across the entire market, food shortages, what's happening. We talk a lot about what's happening on the shelves specifically, but then we're going to be talking about what's happening across the entire system. And I will be walking you through what's happening in the store shelves here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so you can see for yourselves. Let's jump right into it. Let's start off with a Cisco report. So let's start here with broccoli. I know, broccoli. But as we can see here with the Cisco system, remember, Cisco is feeding all sorts of businesses, restaurants, as well as institutions like hospitals, nursing homes, and schools, right? Broccoli supplies are continuing to decline slowly, and demand has remained strong for florets and moderate for cartons. We also had a recall on florets through the Walmart system, right? All right, so what are the main topics for this week? That was last week. We see this issue here, beef. I've been telling you, it's coming our way. Last week's slaughter came in at an estimated 436,000 head, which makes it the fourth smallest Christmas week since 2013. With packer margins in the negative last week, which means they're losing money. Every time they slaughter a cow, or head of beef, they are losing money right now. What's their incentive to keep doing that? They don't have much incentive at all. Not only beef, but of course eggs. A conventional egg farm in Ohio has been confirmed as HPAI, that's avian flu, positive, losing just under 1 million layers. We talked about that right on this channel. There is also another reported organic egg farm in California, been confirmed with bird flu, 181,000. So, as expected, the loss of production days due to holidays has also tightened up chicken. So, chicken breast of all sizes has tightened in the open market. Tenders are steady. Wings are seeing consistency in the market. So, we're seeing issues where wings are more expensive than chicken breast, which is crazy, but we're seeing that out there. Pork, we got butts, bone in and boneless, are steady and continuing to flat. So pork is not doing anything too interesting there, but beef, one of the lightest Christmas week slaughters, helped the packers add further pricing support. Prices are coming up, friends, that's what they're saying. Chuck rounds, grinds, and thins are expected to remain strong, as in their prices are going up, into the first half of January. Tenders pricing has begun to move lower. Ribs should follow in the next few weeks. Dairy, specifically eggs, let's start there. Shell egg markets are up this week, and California eggs are flat. So everywhere else it seems the price is going up. California, it's kind of holding where it is, which is at ridiculous value levels. New values report last Friday now suggests a total number of layers lost to bird flu in the month of December alone has reached a staggering 13 million birds. We've been talking about this and talking about this and talking about this and warning and warning and warning. It's about to get ugly. It's bad now. It's going to get ugly egg-wise. And we're starting to see them disappear from store shelves. Soybean oil, it's doing its thing. Palm oil is helping keep canola and soybean from going too crazy. Seafood being impacted by, seasonal stuff, shrimp, salmon, lobster, crab. People buy that up, for the holidays. That's normal. Asparagus. Mexican volume on larger sizing is lower. Market is higher. Prices are going up. Peruvian supplies are steady, but Western demand, we're demanding too much, right? Bell peppers continue to have issue there. Remaining, that's green, red, and yellow in short supply. West Coast, all bell peppers remain in demand, with demand exceeding supply. Reds are extremely short on the West Coast. Expected to improve next week as volume increases. Quality is good. Broccoli, we were talking about that already, right? Markets continue to decline slowly. Demand has remained very strong for florets and moderate for cartons. And then we got cauliflower going up in price. Celery Quality is good, but there's lower yields from the field. Corn. Corn's a surprising one right there. We got corn out of Florida is extremely tight, hitting planting gap, and markets are very high. Prices are high on corn, and availability is low, is what they're saying. Green beans, not too bad there. Not too bad there. Lettuce doing okay too. Tomatoes, there's issues with tomatoes. Market remains on alert due to significantly reduced availability both east and west from recent weather conditions in Florida, combined with reduced availability from California and Mexico. Market is not expected to improve until mid-January. If you need your tomatoes and you see them, you might want to grab them. All right, friends, before we move into the stores, we got just a little bit of fruit here and grapes available, but quality marginal. Supply is only fair. Imports are still coming in. Expect some delays on arrival due to shipping containers out of Peru. Yes, your grapes are coming from Peru, if you didn't know that, on ships. Strawberries. Strawberries supplies are still light in California due to cool weather there and shorter days. Florida and Mexico volume is increasing, but still not quite there. So prices are higher on strawberries. All right, before we move into the stores, we do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. If you have retirement accounts, this is the easiest way that you can move large amounts of money that you already have into precious metals. And that's why I keep recommending it. I think it's a good move personally. It's not investment advice, but if you want to diversify into something that's going to hold its value, or if you want to just get into something stable, there's a phone number right on there. Make sure you mention this channel so they waive your setup fee. You can also make sure you type in Genesis Gold Group. There's a Genesis Gold out there or whatever. You don't want them. All right, let's see here at Aldi. We got some fruit kind of not quite up there. Some of the orange stuffs. Eggs holding at $3.97. That's what they were last week too, and the week before that. Limit 2, we're seeing those limits all over the place. Issues with 2% milk, not all that much available. No pallet behind that. Whole milk seem to be okay. Some of the creamers, some of the juices, not fully stocked. Yogurts, not fully stocked. Some of the chips here and there. Just, I saw like different items just kind of missing. You got some cottage cheese. I think that's the light cottage cheese down on the floor there. It's missing. And you got some of the sour cream disappeared. Kibasi, just not there. Smoked sausage. Not sure why we're having problems with smoked sausages. Chicken, it wasn't fully stocked, but that's the fresh section. So it could just be, they just didn't put stuff out just yet. Broth, we're still having issues with broth both at Walmart as well as Aldi. We're going to get to Walmart in just a second here. But some of the baking section is not fully stocked. We're coming out of the Christmas season. Hopefully they can restock all that stuff. But they didn't seem to be prepared for holiday baking over at Walmart or here at Aldi. Things like almonds, sliced almonds, some of the cheeses and the platters, you know, they're wiped out. That's kind of, you know, assumed. But lunch meat being pretty wiped out here. That's what that whole bottom shelf is usually, lunch meat. Not really sure why they're having issues with lunch meat, but apparently. Over at Walmart, let's see what we got over here. Some of the breakfast section, we got a hole here, hole there in the dessert section. This doesn't look too bad until I go, where are the hash browns? Because that bottom left cooler right there, is, freezer, is usually the hash browns. And they're not there. Shredded hash browns are there, but not the little patties. They used to have like a whole ton of them right there. Not there anymore. Not sure what's going on with that. But whenever I see Walmart moving stuff around to hide missing products, it tells me that they're not coming back, you know, later tonight. We got still issues with applesauce. Once again, a lot of our applesauce gets processed in China and comes back overseas. You'd think that they'd be getting ahead on that and getting it all on the shelves as much as possible, getting ahead of the tariffs, but that's not happening right now. A whole bunch of great value peanut butter just showed up on the shelves. We were having some issues with that, but they did shrink the peanut butter section. So win and a loss right there. But they are not really seeing GV crunchy peanut butter. So you either get creamy or you need to pay more. Some of the tomato products out there, and that kind of makes sense because we're hearing that tomato issues are happening. So the Canaries may not be running at full production. Some of the mayonnaise, I mean, this is not something that like there was a run on mayonnaise, okay? It's just, they just didn't restock this. They didn't get their shipments in. Not sure what's going on out there. Let me know if you guys are seeing any of these things as well, particularly the mayonnaise one right there. Let me know by using the word update in your comment. It can be on this video or in any video on this channel. That gets it all to the right place. You can even put it on the posts, the community posts. Vinegar is looking better, but we are looking a little shy on the apple cider vinegar. The white vinegar does seem to be repopulated. Some of the pickles and olives are still having issues. Olives should be coming back on the shelves, just like olive oil should be coming on the shelf, back on the shelf in the next month or so. That's what we're hearing out of Europe. That olive oil is coming across the ocean, and it should start replenishing and starting to bring prices down on olive oil. Rice, only 120 pounder down there that I could see. There's nothing behind it. Some of the other sizes. We got, not sure why we got all these sales, rollback sales. They're trying to move the tuna. I don't know. But not too badly stocked. Meats, one of the things I did notice here is the chicken seems to be restocked. Canned chicken, prices are pretty pricey, but that's not looking too bad. Beef prices for the Keystone ground beef, Keystone beef are not looking too bad there. They've been holding steady for a while now. Expect those prices to spike in the next few months here. You're not going to see those prices again. So if you want your Keystone canned beef, you're going to want to grab that now. If you can stand the stuff from Brazil, the corned beef ham, corned beef, you might want to get that stuff soon too. Corned beef hash starting to get a little thin. Spam still holding its own. So opportunity to get your animal protein still. Vegetable protein, some of the canned beans looking a little thin there. Not sure what's going on with that. We got some other canned products kind of disappearing here and there. Boiled peanuts in a can. I don't even want to know what that's like. Is it like peanut butter? Someone tell me. Am I missing something with the whole boiled peanuts? Because I've seen down south they have these cans, and I'm afraid to buy one. Anyway, we got broth looking a little bit better over here, but still, if you notice, beef broth is pretty rare. There's lots of chicken broth and lots of vegetable broth spread out, but very little beef broth. Pasta looking fairly good. Salt, we've been having some issues with salt. We got iodized and plain in GV, so looking pretty good there. One of the things I noticed about the store today was that I had to drive through the snow, and there weren't all that many cars out there. I believe that this store looked a lot better stocked than it would have if it had a normal number of people coming to the store. So this is, we're releasing this the morning, right? But yesterday when I was at the store, that's what we're seeing. Olive oil, look at that. A whole bunch of that is fronted. So that's going to be restocked, and you're going to see those prices coming down. So hang on, hang tight. If you have to use a substitution, if you have to buy some olive oil, buy a small bottle and just tide yourself over until the prices come down, okay? Vegetable oils, they just keep moving this stuff around. Hard to track what they're doing, but it seems like the cheap oils in GV are not doing that great. Okay, so baking goods over here at Walmart, also chopped nuts and sliced nuts and that kind of stuff. They're just having trouble keeping that on stock. So hopefully that is just a holiday thing. They just weren't prepared for the holidays for whatever reason, and they're going to hopefully catch back up soon. Orange juice. We've been having issues with orange juice, of course, but that's mostly just reflected in the price. they're having trouble keeping those jugs of juice and everything like that. Cream cheese looking good. But whipping cream, half and half, not good here. Now, we're going to see that the milk looks pretty good, but half and half and whipping cream, not good. A whole bunch of missing stuff there. Creamers, I'd say they're kind of middle of the road. There's a couple of little spots here and there of issues, but not too bad. We've seen a lot worse. But I think the traffic was really low on the store today. So I think that's what's really going on here. So should have waited until after the snow cleared a little bit to go to the store, but it is what it is. Milk looking good. Egg availability, mostly good, but if you look in the upper right, there are some gaps there. They had taken all the tags down for the dozen large eggs. So you can just extrapolate it from the dozen and a half for $6.72. We're looking at some pretty high prices here. Over $4 a dozen. And that's even higher than what we have over at Aldi. I don't blame them for taking down the tags because it probably just makes people mad. People who need eggs will just take the eggs and they'll just deal with the prices. But, you know, the prices are changing so rapidly they can't even keep up with the tags. Okay, sour cream looking a little bit better over here. Cottage cheese seems to be fairly well stocked. So dairy looking good, but I suspect if the regular number of people showed up, that would have been pretty wiped out too. We got butter. We got some issues with the unsalted butter. Not sure why we're having that issue there. Lots of salted butter, but not much unsalted butter down there at Brics. Maybe because of the baking, who knows. Like I said, the upper right-hand section up there, a whole bunch of egg products missing. And regular eggs just super expensive. Okay, vegetables, we have some spots here and there missing. Issues, got some bread, maybe they missed a delivery or something, I don't know. But not super great. Okay, over in the paper products, napkins. Issues with napkins. Bleach has never fully rebounded from that Clorox problem. They just still light on bleach. Of course, bleach is useful for water treatment, but remember, bleach does lose its potency rather rapidly. Every 6 months, I believe it is, it loses about 50% of its oomph. Okay, so if you just put it on the shelf and keep it there for a couple years, you're basically storing salt water. So don't do that. All right, friends, let me know what you guys are seeing where you are. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right on the screen. If you want to get some more information from Genesis Gold, you can go back to the part in the video where that was up on the screen, or you can tap on the link right there in the center. Thanks so much for watching. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.